So, back to the importance of customizing your messages. When you send non customized messages, you run the risk of frustrating your target audience. And by doing that, your low quality message may be publicly called out on social media for the world to see. Unfortunately, this has happened several times with people at Kforce. Nowadays, people turn to social media to vent, and when we offend or frustrate people with bad messaging, they can, and do, broadcast their feelings on social media. When this happens, please alert the social media team right away. We have a plan in place to help you with a response. Remember, when you see something, say something. Not only do low quality spam like messages frustrate people, those types of messages typically do not get responded to. Customized messages are what will get answered. So do your research first. You absolutely must know your audience prior to messaging them. You must review each individual's profiles first, and profiles on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter all contain very personal details that are pertinent to effective messaging success. A lot of times, people will divulge many things on social media, from whether or not they even want to be contacted regarding new opportunities and exactly how they wish to be contacted. For example, did you know that there's a specific section on LinkedIn for advice on contacting? Please be on the lookout for this section on LinkedIn and follow the advice. Now, let's get into the details on how to craft an effective message, starting with a subject line. The subject line will be the very first thing someone sees and has a significant impact on whether or not your message will even get opened. Putting time into customizing your subject lines will pay off. Take a look at these subject lines that Kforce recruiters have used. They are unique and encourage a response. Which subject line do you think would get a response? If you selected the second option, you probably appreciate creativity, humor, and engaging personalities. Well, so does our target audience. The second subject line is more personable and has humor in it, which often will pique someone's interest. Messages with customized, interesting subject lines get opened far more often than the boring ones do. What do you think of this subject line? By using something like this, it is showing that you assume they are in high demand, and it's funny. When creating customized subject lines, it is a great idea to pull information you can gather from their activity online, such as hobbies, where they live, and what they have been talking about lately. For example, what are a few things that you could call out after reviewing this person's Twitter profile? This person's Twitter profile mentions a few different facts that you could use, such as that she's a social media professional, she's a San Francisco Giants fan, and that she loves cupcakes. You could also compliment her on her cover photo or mention her latest retweet. By doing a few minutes of research first, you can come up with engaging conversation starters that can be used in both your subject line and the body of your message. By customizing your message to each recipient, you are significantly increasing the likelihood that your message will be responded to. Now that we have our subject line down, let's discuss the body of the message. First, state how you found their profile and call out specific skills that caught your attention. Leverage data. Consider this analogy. Let's say that you have the largest, most successful car dealership in the Tampa area. If I'm shopping for a new car, why would I want to start with your dealership? You have inventory. I will most likely find exactly the type of car I want. I am not going to a small shop with a few different types of cars. I'm going to the largest dealership in the area. Now, let's use that analogy for Kforce. We have inventory. Use data in your message. Talk about how many placements we make in different job categories, how many consultants we work with nationwide, etc. Leveraging data in your message adds credibility to you and to Kforce. Reach them on an emotional level. Let them know that you have their best interest at heart because you do care. Make the message about them, not you. Get them engaged and excited. If you drone on and on about yourself and your goals, you may quickly lose their attention.